All right, here we are. Welcome back. 2017 Silverado with a 5.3. What we are going to do is take the high pressure fuel pump out of this thing. We got to change it extended long crank before it starts. So high pressure fuel pump needs to come out. First thing we're going to do is take this box off, air box off here, and then we're going to take the intake manifold off. So there's a few bolts in there, a few things to unplug. We'll get it out of there. And to get that air box off, it's an 8mm clamp right there, 8mm clamp right there. And these things, there's a side that's sticking out. You just press up on it and pull it off. Oh, look at that. Someone broke it and glued it back on there. And I just pulled it back off. Yeah, someone's worked on this before. This side is not even pushed in there right. So this is what you get after someone else has worked on their vehicle, and now you got to do it again. So anyway, you finagle these, you usually just push that in and it pulls off, no problem. So anyway, get this off of there and then we'll go to the rest. Alright, so once you get that off of there, now what you got to do is get wire connectors off of here. One here. You got to get this hose off of here, this evap hose, just move it out of the way. Which you can see someone also broke the clip on that and electrical taped it back on. Then you're going to come straight down through here. You see that 10mm, you see that one, you see that one. Down through each hole is going to be a bolt. You're going to take those bolts off, you're going to wiggle it up a little bit back, and then there might be something on the back of it that you have to get taken off as you're pulling it out. You know what? Instead of unwrapping all this guy's tape, I'm going to take the 10 out. Like this, just so you don't break it. All right, intake slides out of there, and this big mat is going to come out of here, and then bingo, here we are. We got another little mat we got to take out of here, and then bam, high pressure fuel pump and all the lines. So it looks like you get these wiring harnesses out of the way here, and you can get to the 213s, one there and one there, to take this pump out. All right, first thing we're going to do is we're going to get these lines off of here. 17. All right, next thing is we got to get this fuel line off of here. In order to do that, you take this little safety clip off, and then you take the appropriate size one of these fuel line disconnectors, which is this blue one, and we're going to use that to take that off. And you just pop this off of here like that, and then you take your fuel line disconnector and you put it in here like this. And what you're going to do is push forward on the fuel line, push it in as far as you can, and then pull in on the tool, off with the fuel line. Oh, see that? So I just kind of twist and pull, and it comes off. All right, now we got to get these electrical connectors out of the way so we can get the bolts out for the high pressure pump. Also, the plug on the back of the high pressure pump back here. Gonna pop that off. Little flathead pry tool. Just gonna pull this off of here. like that. And push it up out of your way. Same thing over here. Push that off. Oh, pushed it off and it opened that right up. So now 2 13s and that fuel pump comes right out of there. All right, so this little pump right here runs off of the camshaft. So we can see this is your high pressure pump. This is what gives you your thousands of pounds of pressure running on like a little lifter back here off of the camshaft. And it has like a triangle lobe on the camshaft and it runs that sucker and gives you your thousands. Direct inject. Gotta be high pressure. All right, let's get the new one and put it in. All right, so here we go with the new pump. New pump comes with a new gasket, new bolts. And we just put this thing in here. And then we slowly tighten it down. So that one just touched. Now we're gonna go to the other one. Okay, a little bit. A little bit. Drop your socket on the ground. A little bit. Tight. Tight. All right, so that's pretty much going to be it. You got the new pump installed in there. Now you're just going to push your line back on. It's easy. Put your little S pipe back on that goes to your fuel rails, and then throw your intake back in there. So that's going to be it for that high pressure fuel pump on a LT direct inject motor. Anyway, thanks for watching everybody, and I'll see you on the next one.